2 Kings 14. Amaziah reigns over Judah. In the 2nd year of Joash son of Joahaz king of Israel, Amaziah the son of Joash king of Judah became king. He was 25 years old when he became king, and he reigned for 29 years in Jerusalem. And his mother's name was Jehoaddan of Jerusalem. He did what was right in the sight of the Lord, yet not like his father David. He acted in accordance with everything that his father Joash had done. Only the high places were not eliminated. The people still sacrificed and burned incense on the high places. Now it came about, as soon as the kingdom was firmly in his hand, that he killed his servants who had killed the king, his father. But he did not put the sons of the murderers to death, in obedience to what is written in the book of the law of Moses, as the Lord commanded, saying, "The fathers shall not be put to death for the sons, nor the sons be put to death for the fathers, but each shall be put to death for his own sin." He killed 10,000 of the Edomites in the valley of Salt, and took Selah by war, and named it Joktheel, as it is to this day. Then Amaziah sent messengers to Jehoash, the son of Jehoahaz son of Jehu, king of Israel, saying, "Come, let's face each other in combat." But Jehoash king of Israel sent messengers to Amaziah king of Judah, saying, "The thorn bush that was in Lebanon sent word to the cedar that was in Lebanon, saying, 'Give your daughter to my son in marriage.' But a wild animal that was in Lebanon passed by and trampled the thorn bush. You have indeed defeated Edom, and your heart is elated. Enjoy the glory and stay home, for why should you get involved in trouble so that you would fall, you and Judah with you?" But Amaziah would not listen. So Jehoash king of Israel went up, and they faced each other, he and Amaziah king of Judah, at Bethshemesh, which belongs to Judah. And Judah was defeated by Israel, and they fled, every man to his tent. Then Jehoash king of Israel captured Amaziah king of Judah, the son of Jehoash the son of Ahaziah, at Bethshemesh, and came to Jerusalem and tore down the wall of Jerusalem from the gate of Ephraim to the corner gate, 400 cubits. And he took all the gold and silver and all the utensils which were found in the house of the Lord, and in the treasuries of the king's house, the hostages as well, and returned to Samaria. Jeroboam II succeeds Joash in Israel. Now as for the rest of the acts of Jehoash that he did, and his might and how he fought with Amaziah king of Judah, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel? So Jehoash lay down with his fathers and was buried in Samaria with the kings of Israel, and his son Jeroboam became king in his place. Azariah succeeds Amaziah in Judah. Amaziah the son of Joash king of Judah lived for 15 years after the death of Jehoash son of Jehoahaz king of Israel. Now as for the rest of the acts of Amaziah, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Judah? They formed a conspiracy against him in Jerusalem, and he fled to Lachish, but they sent men to Lachish after him and they killed him there. Then they carried him on horses, and he was buried in Jerusalem with his fathers in the city of David. And all the people of Judah took Azariah, who was 16 years old, and made him king in place of his father Amaziah. He built Elath and restored it to Judah after the king lay down with his fathers. In the 15th year of Amaziah the son of Joash king of Judah, Jeroboam the son of Joash king of Israel became king in Samaria, and reigned for 41 years. He did evil in the sight of the Lord. He did not abandon all the sins of Jeroboam the son of Nebat, into which he misled Israel. He restored the border of Israel from the entrance of Hamath as far as the sea of the Arabah, in accordance with the word of the Lord, the God of Israel, which he spoke through his servant Jonah the son of Amittai, the prophet, who was from Gath-hepher. For the Lord saw the misery of Israel, which was very bitter, for there was neither bond nor free spared, nor was there any helper for Israel. Yet the Lord did not say that he would wipe out the name of Israel from under heaven, but he saved them by the hand of Jeroboam the son of Joash. Zechariah reigns over Israel. Now as for the rest of the acts of Jeroboam and all that he did in his might, how he fought and how he recovered for Israel Damascus and Hamath, which had belonged to Judah, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel? And Jeroboam lay down with his fathers, with the kings of Israel, and his son Zechariah became king in his place. 2 Kings 15. Series of Kings. Azariah over Judah. In the 27th year of Jeroboam king of Israel, Azariah son of Amaziah king of Judah became king. He was 16 years old when he became king, and he reigned for 52 years in Jerusalem, and his mother's name was Jechaliah of Jerusalem. He did what was right in the sight of the Lord, in accordance with everything that his father Amaziah had done. Only the high places were not eliminated. The people still sacrificed and burned incense on the high places. And the Lord afflicted the king, so that he had leprosy to the day of his death. And he lived in a separate house, while Jotham the king's son was in charge of the household, judging the people of the land. Now as for the rest of the acts of Azariah and all that he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Judah? And Azariah lay down with his fathers, and they buried him with his fathers in the city of David, and his son Jotham became king in his place. Zechariah over Israel. In the 38th year of Azariah king of Judah, Zechariah the son of Jeroboam became king over Israel in Samaria for 6 months. He did evil in the sight of the Lord, just as his fathers had done. He did not desist from the sins of Jeroboam the son of Nebat, into which he misled Israel. Then Shallum the son of Jabesh conspired against him, and struck him in the presence of the people and killed him, and reigned in his place. Now as for the rest of the acts of Zechariah, behold, they are written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel. This is the word of the Lord which he spoke to Jehu, saying, Your sons to the 4th generation shall sit on the throne of Israel. And so it was. Shallum the son of Jabesh became king in the 39th year of Uzziah king of Judah, and he reigned for 1 month in Samaria. Then Menahem the son of Gadi went up from Tirzah and came to Samaria, and struck Shallum son of Jabesh in Samaria, and killed him and became king in his place. Now as for the rest of the acts of Shallum and his conspiracy which he formed, behold, they are written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel. Then Menahem attacked Tifsah and all who were in it and its borders from Tirzah, because they did not open up to him. So he attacked it and ripped up all its women who were pregnant. Menahem over Israel. In the 39th year of Azariah king of Judah, Menahem the son of Gadi became king over Israel and reigned for 10 years in Samaria. He did evil in the sight of the Lord. For all his days he did not desist from the sins of Jeroboam the son of Nebat, into which he misled Israel. Pul, the king of Assyria, came against the land, and Menahem gave Pul 1,000 talents of silver so that his hand might be with him to strengthen the kingdom under his rule. Then Menahem collected the money from Israel, from all the mighty men of wealth, from each man 50 shekels of silver to pay the king of Assyria. So the king of Assyria returned and did not stay there in the land. Now as for the rest of the acts of Menahem and all that he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel? And Menahem lay down with his fathers, and his son Pekahiah became king in his place. Pekahiah over Israel. In the 50th year of Azariah king of Judah, Pekahiah the son of Menahem became king over Israel in Samaria, and reigned for 2 years. He did evil in the sight of the Lord. He did not desist from the sins of Jeroboam son of Nebat, into which he misled Israel. Then Pekah the son of Remaliah, his officer, conspired against him and struck him in Samaria, in the castle of the king's house with Argob and Ariah, and with him were 50 men of the Gileadites, and he killed him and became king in his place. Now as for the rest of the acts of Pekahiah and everything that he did, behold, they are written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel. Pekah over Israel. In the 52nd year of Azariah king of Judah, Pekah the son of Remaliah became king over Israel in Samaria, and he reigned for 20 years. He did evil in the sight of the Lord. He did not desist from the sins of Jeroboam son of Nebat, into which he misled Israel. In the days of Pekah king of Israel, Tiglath-Pileser the king of Assyria came and took Ijon, Abel-Beth-Maachah, Genoa, Kadesh, Hazor, Gilead and Galilee, all the land of Naphtali, and he led their populations into exile to Assyria. And Hoshea the son of Elah formed a conspiracy against Pekah the son of Remaliah, and struck him and put him to death, and he became king in his place, in the 20th year of Jotham the son of Uzziah. Now as for the rest of the acts of Pekah and all that he did, behold, They are written in the book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Israel. Jotham over Judah. In the 2nd year of Pekah the son of Remaliah king of Israel, Jotham the son of Uzziah king of Judah became king. He was 25 years old when he became king, and he reigned for 16 years in Jerusalem, and his mother's name was Jerusha the daughter of Zadok. He did what was right in the sight of the Lord. He acted in accordance with everything that his father Uzziah had done. Only the high places were not eliminated. The people still sacrificed and burned incense on the high places. He built the upper gate of the house of the Lord. Now as for the rest of the acts of Jotham which he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Judah? In those days the Lord began to send Rezin the king of Aram and Pekah the son of Remaliah against Judah. And Jotham lay down with his fathers, and he was buried with his fathers in the city of his father David. And his son Ahaz became king in his place. 2 Kings 16. Ahaz reigns over Judah. In the 17th year of Pekah the son of Remaliah, Ahaz the son of Jotham, king of Judah, became king. Ahaz was 20 years old when he became king, and he reigned for 16 years in Jerusalem, and he did not do what was right in the sight of the Lord his God, as his father David had done. But he walked in the way of the kings of Israel, and he even made his son pass through the fire, in accordance with the abominations of the nations whom the Lord had driven out before the sons of Israel. And he sacrificed and burned incense on the high places, on the hills and under every green tree. Then Rezin the king of Aram and Pekah the son of Remaliah, king of Israel, went up to Jerusalem for war, and they besieged Ahaz but were not capable of fighting him. At that time Rezin king of Aram restored Elath to Aram, and drove the Judeans away from Elath, and the Arameans came to Elath and have lived there to this day. Ahaz seeks help of Assyria. So Ahaz sent messengers to Tiglath-Pileser king of Assyria, saying, I am your servant and your son, come up and save me from the hand of the king of Aram, and from the hand of the king of Israel, who are rising up against me. And Ahaz took the silver and gold that was found in the house of the Lord and in the treasuries of the king's house, and sent a gift to the king of Assyria. So the king of Assyria listened to him, and the king of Assyria went up against Damascus and captured it, and led the people of it into exile to Kir, and put Rezin to death. Damascus falls. Now King Ahaz went to Damascus to meet Tiglath-Pileser king of Assyria, and he saw the altar which was at Damascus, and King Ahaz sent to Uriah the priest the pattern of the altar and its model, according to all its workmanship. So Uriah the priest built an altar, according to everything that King Ahaz had sent from Damascus. In that way Uriah the priest made it, before the coming of King Ahaz from Damascus. And when the king came from Damascus, the king saw the altar. Then the king approached the altar and went up to it, and burned his burnt offering and his meal offering, and poured out his drink offering and sprinkled the blood of his peace offerings on the altar. And the bronze altar which was before the Lord, he brought from the front of the house, from between his altar and the house of the Lord, and he put it on the north side of his altar. Then King Ahaz commanded Uriah the priest, saying, Upon the great altar, burn the morning burnt offering, the evening meal offering, the king's burnt offering and his meal offering with the burnt offering of all the people of the land, their meal offering, and their drink offerings, and sprinkle on it all the blood of the burnt offering and all the blood of the sacrifice. But the bronze altar shall be for me, for making inquiries. So Uriah the priest acted in accordance with everything that King Ahaz commanded. Then King Ahaz cut off the borders of the stands, and removed the wash basin from them. He also took down the sea from the bronze oxen which were under it and put it on a pavement of stone, and the covered way for the Sabbath which they had built in the house, and the outer entry of the king, he removed from the house of the Lord because of the king of Assyria. Hezekiah reigns over Judah. Now as for the rest of the acts of Ahaz which he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Judah? So Ahaz lay down with his fathers, and was buried with his fathers in the city of David, and his son Hezekiah reigned in his place.